Welcome back to the Pacifist in Oblivion. This episode is hopefully going to be short. It's mostly going to consist of our pacifist reading and thinking. So possibly, if you don't not into that kind of thing, just move on to the next episode if it's out yet. But basically, our pacifist is having not exactly doubts, but he's thinking about what he's going to do next. He's very curious about these two books he's picked up about the history of Pelennor Whitestrake, the divine crusader whose relics he's been picking up. So he's wondering whether he should go off on this holy quest and pick up some more of those. He certainly likes some of the things he's learnt from the Ghosts of the Knights, but on the other hand, he is a bit put off by the fact that he had to actually fight those knights to survive at all, because they blocked his exit. I mean, he's also thinking about the other quest that he's embarked on and hasn't really gone on with very far, because as he's been travelling around Cyrodiil, there's been all these Oblivion gates popping up all over the place, and they worry him, even though he's also very disillusioned with the blades. He's wondering maybe he should perhaps go back and see if he can do some good there. And also the Mages Guild. He might want to progress in that as well. So, thinking about what he's going to do, he, like a good pacifist, or like a good thinking magey type high elf, he's going to read and find some information. So let's start with the Udderball R. So this is a book on Pellennor's death, and there's an editor's note telling us that yeah, the Udderball R is traditionally believed to be the memoirs of Morihaus, consort to Alessia the Slave Queen, and this can't be verified, but it's an old account. Such a story apparently about the severed head of Pelennor speaking to the winged bull, the demigod lover of Al-Esh, saying, "Our enemies have undone me and spread my body into hiding. In mockery of divine purpose, the Aelids cut me into eighths." Yeah, I recognise this from some of what the prophet said, actually. There's a business that my foe, Pellennor's foe, yet lives, and so on. Overall, yeah, we knew that. And there's something on Alessia's youth. Loads of names here. My goodness. The Aelids herded in men from all across the Nibud, and I guess these are names of like the tribes of men that they've turned into slaves, I guess. Right. So it's about how men were slaves here, I guess. That doesn't really... Well, obviously Paxophilis thinks that's wrong, but it doesn't worry him as much as it might do humans, because he's actually a high elf himself. And then Morihaus explains Alessia's names. She's gone to me, she remains bathed in stars, Lady of Heaven, blah blah blah. Not very useful, that, actually. I think you might consider selling this book. So here's the Song of Pelennor anyway, and his... Let's see, this fragment comes from a manuscript recovered from the ruins of the Alessan Order's monastery. Fragment preserves a very early form of the song. Right, so basically this is about how Pelennor has killed off all of Umril's allies, underlings maybe, and he's an Aelid sorcerer king, so obviously he likes to cast spells from a distance. More soldiers were sent against Pelennor to die, and yet they managed to pierce his armour with axes and arrows, for Umral had wrought each one by long valiance, which he had been hoarding since his first issue of Challenge. Okay, so Pelennor kills off all the soldiers that Umral throws at him. Not sure I like that. They're just doing as ordered. No, I definitely not sure I like this Pelennor very much. And Pelennor said things of regrets, but the Brilliant had turned away. And more words were said between these immortals that even the Paramount were not deemed to hear. Okay. So what do we learn from this? I guess that Pelennor is was kind of a powerful warrior, pretty ruthless really, but he regretted things towards the end. So maybe he too is a bit like these knights who aspire to greatness, but war sort of brings out the worst things in them in a way. What else did we learn? That after Pelennor kills all the soldiers of Umral, Umral shows up, talks about his precious bloodline. After Pelennor has indeed been... Right. After Pelennor has been wounded, but he manages to kill off Umral, and the angel face of Umral's helm dented into an ugliness which made Pelennor laugh. Not a good trait there. And then Pellennor's Pellennor's insulting this alien bloodline. And that's what angers the other Elvish kings into attacking him. Okay, so basically Pelennor is a powerful warrior and a smart mouth who manages to annoy everybody else so much about his boasting about his great victory that he... Right, okay. So far from being such a holy, careful and pious man, he seems to have been almost like a Nord, you know, like the ancient Nords of old, who would brag and fight and be great and powerful fighters, but be so concerned with their honor that they make everybody, that they annoy everybody. Okay, so, not very interesting, really. I'm looking for this one book of the dead on the Daedra that I know I've read before somewhere, that explains how Daedra do not actually die when their physical bodies are destroyed. Anyway, that's not here. So, well, I've been reading, I've been thinking, says Pacifist, and I think I need to meditate a little bit upon all this, and then I'll be back with a decision, and that's actually going to be in a later video. So, yep, see you later.